Hey there, this is Lori Gasca. So we are going to talk real quickly about how to teach an effective essential oil class. It's very simple. So our great upline, Diamond, Teresa Jingles, has been teaching about how she uses the whiteboard method. So I took her whiteboard method and I tweaked it just a little bit and I created a handout actually. So what I have done is I've created a handout and it basically says what we will cover tonight. So it has all of the things from the whiteboard written down so that they can actually take notes on this page. So we start with my story. I'm talking 1 to 2 minutes. They don't want to hear a lot of that. Then we move on to what are essential oils. Again, super basics, steam distilled from plant material, very, very basic. Then we go into how do we use them, and it has 1, 2, 3 listed. So basically we're going to talk to them about aromatic, topical, and internal usage. That's a really good time for you to explain the difference between the vitality labels and the regular labels. Next, we're going to go to what makes Young Living different. In this part, I keep it very simple. I don't discuss other oil companies. I don't compare us to other oil companies. I don't talk negatively about other oil companies. I talk about Young Living, and I talk about how great Young Living is. I talk about the importance of knowing the quality of your oil, and that means that you have to know the seed that goes in the ground every step of the process, and you have to trust the people who touch that product at every step along the way to the seal that goes on the bottle, seed to seal. I also just use this terminology. All I know is for our family, there is nothing else that we would use. It is all we have needed for 8 years for our health and wellness. That all I know is wonderful. It is taking you out of the position of having to talk about some other company or defend our company. You're just talking about your personal experience. That's really important. Okay, so the next point is, what essential oils can help my daily life? So at this point, I will talk a little bit about the essential oils that come in the starter kit. This is a great time to look at the starter kit, open it up a little bit, talk about it, and I really focus on those oils. I do not cover all of them. I used to go through every single oil and give, examples of every oil. Boredom. Do not do that. We don't do that anymore. So I just talk about a few of my favorites and I sit the kit out, let them see it. They see what comes in it. When the next question is, how can Young Living make a difference in overall health and immune system? Most people who come to a class just want to feel their best. They may already feel okay, but they want to keep maintaining that health. They want to keep their vigor. They want to keep their emotions in check. So this is where I talk about all the other things Young Living has to offer. This is where I spend the majority of my time, because we know if they start using the other products, the supplements, the Ningxia Red, getting all the toxins off of their body and using natural cleaners and natural skincare products, they will feel better and they will feel their best. So, and they will understand the necessity of essential rewards, which as a business builder, that is our bread and butter. So that is crucial. So I will bring just one product, maybe from each general line, like a little something from the animal products, a little something from the food section, like maybe a bag of the pasta, and talk a little bit about einkorn wheat. I'll bring a skincare product, just kind of a variety of things that we use in our house all the time. Of course, a couple of supplements, the Ningxia Red, and those are the things that I just briefly cover. I let them ask questions. We pass them around. If I have the opportunity to have like a Wolfberry crisp bar there, I'll cut it up, give them a little piece of it so they can actually sample it. The granola is a great thing for sampling. I just let everybody pass around the bag with a spoon and put a little spoonful into their hand. It works great. Okay, how do I know how to use these products? Because that is the question I get at the end of every class. People get excited, but then they get scared. instantly because they don't think they're ever going to know how to use these products because it can be overwhelming, right? Remember the very first time you heard about it, you may have been overwhelmed. So at this point, I give them, I make sure they take notes. I say, I want everybody to write this down because at this point, they may or may not have been taking notes, but I want everybody to write this down. I have a weekly conference call. I give them the information on the weekly conference call that happens every single Monday. I give them a couple of websites to go to, Abundant Health for You, Life Science Publishing. I encourage them to get the book Gentle Babies because that's a great book. And I just have a few books, sitting out they can go look at, but they have to get a reference guide and they have to know that you're going to help them. I let them know about my Facebook page. This is where you let them know how our team is so great and so different from so many others because we will support them. They will not be left on their own. Finally, how do I get these products? At that point, I have listed here blank versus blank. So we write down retail versus wholesale. Then I give them a couple of points on each, okay? Finally, after we've talked about how to get the products, and I will tell you, when I talk about how to get the products, I thoroughly cover essential rewards at this point. They have to understand how amazing essential rewards is. And if they don't want to start their essential rewards order this month with their premium starter kit order, that's okay, but let's go ahead and set it up to come to you automatically the following month. So you already know you have another order coming in from these people the next month. It's crucial. You have to do that. And then finally, the very last thing we cover right here, opportunity. Do not ever leave a class or any one-on-one meeting or webinar or Skype or anything that you do without mentioning the opportunity to someone. You never know if a couple extra $100 a month is going to make a difference in someone's life. It is not what I typically lead my class with. Very few people have ever sat down with me and said, okay, I know about these oils. I want to make money. How do I make money? That usually comes through a process over time. But I always pique their interest in the beginning. This income disclosure statement, people, if you have a man in the room, especially men like numbers, you have to show them this income disclosure statement. The income disclosure statement is a legal document. It is legal. It's not made up. It will pique their interest. And that's all you have to do is just say there is an opportunity for you to make an income with Young Living should you choose. It may not be for you, but if it is, this is the potential of what you can generate. So that's it. Oh, gosh, forgot to tell you. I love this tip, and I almost left it off. I'm glad I looked down. At the beginning of the class, back up 8 minutes, I always hand out to everyone my business card and a blank note card. Okay, I've written on this one. But what I ask them to do is right away, the beginning of the class, please put your name, your phone number, and your email down for me. And during the class, if there's anything specific that comes up that you would like more information on, please jot that down. And at the end of the class, I collect these. I instantly add them to Marketing Sense so they start getting a newsletter right away. If they bought a kit, they go into the product user newsletter. If they did not buy a kit and they're considering it, they will be in the product prospect newsletter. Okay? That's it. Super simple. Keep it duplicatable.